fans are ready to knock them off course. The Blazers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will get the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking to throw, it's Anders. He'll try to do it himself. He's past the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's
going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Vols have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know,
touchdown, Volunteers! Great job by the back on the option.
the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hendricks. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So UAB's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got...
Breaks into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Gonna run it. It's Peppers. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Blazers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. Has looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. He is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back. Touchdown, UAB! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Andrews. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the
turning it on! He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
The Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker, it's Peppers. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB! How about delivering that touchdown pass when your mowers and your incisors got rattled around about the same time?
He's going to need a minute to go over and clear the cobwebs on the sidelines, but I think after throwing that touchdown pass, that's going to give this QB a ton of confidence moving forward.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's the handoff. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They feed him again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Anders. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Vols will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Anders. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these
makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Snags a quick pass on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hendricks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive.
Breaks into the open. Tripped up for the tackle.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That route is a man beater, and the quarterback knew exactly where to go with it. He got the look he wanted, put it out in front of the receiver, let him do the rest, yards after the catch, setting up 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Anders. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Finds his target down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Vols line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Monroe. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it to the 34-yard line. An excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it in. It's Stoneburner. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Got it behind the line. It's Hendricks. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Powers through the defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Anders. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Special teams proving to be special. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Middle Tennessee. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got a man. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed.
Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Anders. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can...
Got a little room. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Takes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Blazers are in the red zone. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Blazers will try to move the chains on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 4. 1st and goal, UAB.
The offense changing the play. And the Blazers line it up with a 1st and goal.
Trick 9B. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.